This is a video about how publishers can use LibraryThing's new and free feature, LibraryThing for Publishers. So my name is Tim Spaulding, and I'm the founder of LibraryThing. You've probably already read the blog post, but in brief, LibraryThing for Publishers is a way for publishers to connect with the LibraryThing community and build interest in upcoming titles. Publishers get their own special pages, shown here, with a number of cool features like reviews for your titles and top members. You also get a spot on every relevant work page with links to your website. Besides the community aspect, you'll also want to take advantage of this for search engine reasons. Publishers get a raw deal in search engines. They're an important part of the book world, but nobody really links to them. Certainly the big online booksellers don't. So in our own little way, we're trying to rectify this, and a link from us will actually have some effect. LibraryThing has a Google PageRank of 8, which is on par with the Boston Globe and higher than any of our competitors. It's even higher than every publisher we've looked at. This is, of course, crazy, but it is what it is. So here's how to join LibraryThing for Publishers. First, I go to Join Now. I'm going to start with a new account. I'll show you how to link an existing account. So I'm going to call this Tim's Press. Give it a password. And I'm going to choose that it's an organizational account. I go ahead and click Join Now. LibraryThing has this fun CAPTCHA thing to make sure that I'm a human. I type that in, go ahead and hit Submit. That worked. So now I go over here to Organization, and I choose the organization type. And I go down here to Publisher. Pretty much everything is hidden until you select Publisher, so you got to select that out. It's also important that you have an email on file. I'm going to go back to Edit Profile here and make sure that you have an email on file so that we can contact you with questions and problems about your titles. I'm going to go down now to Publisher, and you can see that there is an option to add a publisher or imprint. Most people will just say, I'm going to call this Tim's Press. Most people will just have one line here, but if you have multiple imprints, you can add them. Now I click on Tim's Press, and there's a form here with about a page worth of simple questions for me to fill out. So I'm going to pull a Julia Child and fill them out while I pause this. So here you can see the result of me filling it out. I've got name, homepage, description. I added a logo. Now I'm going to go down to your catalog titles and click Upload Titles here. Now, the only format we're accepting at the moment is ISBNs. You'll see there's Onyx, but it's grayed out. So the great thing about ISBNs is that you can basically send us anything. I'm choosing a file here, and we can basically see ISBNs in almost any format of text. So just upload that to us, and we'll figure out what the ISBNs are. If the number coming back isn't right, then we can talk, but usually it will work. So it just announced that I have 1,891 ISBNs uploaded, and that's great. Now, I also need to set where the links will go when I click on them. So I go to Your Catalog Settings, and I choose a product URL. Now, most publishers will have some sort of ISBN parameterized URL. For example, Hachette Book Group has books _ and then the ISBN. And we use XXX instead of the ISBN, and we'll replace it as necessary. Now you can choose ISBN 13 or ISBN 10. If your publisher does not have an ISBN parameterized URL, they usually have a way of searching, and the search comes up in the URL, so that the URL will be something like, Hachette Book Group /search term equals ISBN. Anyway, if this isn't all completely obvious to you, go ahead and write me at tim@librarything.com, and I'll help you figure it out. So go ahead and save this. Now I'm basically all set, but when I click on my publisher here, it's pretty much empty. LibraryThing is a cached system for many things. So for this in particular, we need to do a lot of analysis to figure out which of your books match up with which of our books and what the users are and so forth. And we also need to approve your account. So not anyone can do this. You've got to be a real publisher. So we'll approve your account, we'll do all the calculation, and when that's all done, you'll get a beautiful page. So once all your books have been calculated and you've been approved, your page looks something like this. And take a look at it. Make sure that it's looking good. If you have any problems, send us a note. One thing is that you can feature certain titles. You can see the feature titles here. Featuring titles is available from the current titles section. When you click to put it in titles mode, that makes them text. And then you can click on featured or add to featured, and it will remove or add them to your featured shelf. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, my name again is Tim Spalding, tim@librarything.com.